I'm Josh.
I'm Banks. Odd places going.
Viral, baby.
Yep. So, Josh, are you in the process?
Always. Like processed meat. I'm always in the grinder somewhere.
Yeah. So, so process of what? What is, you're not salami or you're not sausage or a hot dog, or are you? I don't know.
I don't know. That's a good question. Maybe. I'm in the process
Okay. And what is the process?
with a capital P, like the process. Because a process has a start point and an end point, right?
Okay.
And then everything in between is the process.
Okay.
So the start point is my birth. The end point is my death. I'm currently in the process with a capital P.
So if we took this analogy and we looked at your gravestone, it would be the line in between the two dates. That is the process.
Yes.
Okay. So what does that mean? You're in the process. You are in this space, the dash. You are in the dash, right?
Yeah. That means I'm being, I'm doing, I'm having, I am. I think that's what it means. I think being in the process is basically like I am.
Okay.
Because one day I won't be.
Okay. Yeah, you'll be at one of the ends of the dates somehow. So you'll be in some other process. So this process you're in, which is considered life, correct?
I
Is
guess so.
is what you. All right. So let's break that down. What does that really mean? I mean, you are alive. You are. I mean, what does that mean? I mean, what if you can? It's happening to you right now, correct? Are you
Yeah.
aware that it's happening to you right now?
I'd like to think so. But now you're talking about metacognition, the ability to think about what you're thinking about,
Okay. What about that?
right?
I mean,
That's a fun process to actually think about what you're thinking about. So instead of being in the process, you could be looking at the process, which in itself is a bigger process. So
this is the layer of the onion. So okay. Do you do that? Do you meta process?
I do actually.
Okay. What?
I do.
How do you do that?
I sit quietly. A lot of times I do it when I'm meditating. I just think about thinking. Like what sometimes I even question myself. I think that's another good way is you just question, wow, I just thought of something. Why? Why did I think of that?
Okay. Okay. So
Have you ever questioned yourself? Have you ever wondered why you did something or why you thought something?
yeah, all the time. All the time I did. Okay. So you find it in meditation. You find taking the time to go, okay, stop. What am I thinking? Why am I thinking this? What's going through my head? Why is this thought there all the time or hitting me or
Yeah.
so do you ever in this process, do you ever swipe left or swipe right? Or not swipe at all?
I probably do. So you mean judge? You're asking me, do I judge my thoughts?
Eh,
Is what it
eh.
sounds like.
No, I'm not trying to say judge. Do you ever? Okay, so the app, I think it's Tinder app. I don't know about it. I know that you swipe left, you don't want it. You swipe right, you do want that
Right,
person.
which is a judgment. You're judging that person. Like I want to meet that person or I don't want to meet that person, right?
You think that's judgment? Really? It's judgment? I mean, you're
Isn't it?
it's a preference. You think preferences are judgments? I prefer
Yes,
blue or red. That's a judgment?
sure.
Okay. All
Because the
right.
judgment is I prefer this. That isn't that almost I feel like we've talked about this before.
We talked about judgment before. We talked judgment, and now I'm really lost on judgment because I really try not to judge. I mean, I try. Maybe I just look at it differently. What is my preference? I like green over red, so
Right.
I don't think I don't look at it as judging. Anyway, okay. So in this analogy of taking the swipe left, swipe right, in your
Yeah.
mind, when you are processing and you do it during meditation, do you find yourself thinking of something which is toxic and you swipe left to get rid of it?
Yes. Yes.
Do you
I
actually
do.
You actually do that, like that.
Yes.
Like, do you do that?
I don't know if I actually like do the actual finger swipe. I don't know, that probably means something really offensive in another culture. I don't know what that means, but no, I don't actually do the finger. But mentally I do it. Yes.
Right.
Mentally, I see here's the thing. I tell my mind what to think. I don't let my mind tell me what to do. My
Okay.
mind is my tool. It's my tool.
Yeah.
So I control it. It doesn't control me.
Okay. Okay. So, all right. So recently, I mean, in about last week, I have been in the process. I have been aware of the process, knowing what's going on in my head, and I've been swiping left, or mainly I swipe left, and that is I got to get it out of me. I don't want to think about this. Swipe left, boom, move on. I was swiping right until I realized that swiping right was actually I wanted to keep it in my head. Actually, it seemed easier going that way than it was going this way, and that's my own preference, not my judgment.
Of course not.
So, and what I began doing was I do this 1-minute handstand every day. And as I'm doing the handstand, I can think about anything. It is a physically meditative kind of state, I guess. Physical. It was just like I got to stay up, hold on, shoulders locked, stay in. You know, I'm thinking of all this stuff, and I realized that I am, and this is what the process did for me. I realized that I said to myself, I'm going to experience this human/physical experience, and wherever I am rocking or feeling, I'm going to be conscious of it. I'm going to be like, oh my God, I'm leaning forward. Let's lean back. My shoulders are, I feel the pain in my neck. Maybe I'll bring my neck down. So, I mean, microscopically, I was just being in the process of everything. You know, am I fighting too much? What am I thinking? Why am I thinking of her? Why am I thinking of that? Get that out of my head. Stay here. And by being in the process, I find, and this is the equalizer or equivalent, I find myself being present when I'm standing on my hands for 1 minute. Every physical, whatever is going on, I'm staying present to whatever I'm feeling, which is the human condition. I think the human condition, living the moment, being present. That is where
I love it. I love it. And you're talking about my favorite A word, which is awareness. Because without awareness, we can't control it. We can't make any good, different choices. And without making different choices, we can't control anything.
Right.
So absolutely. Being metacognition, meta thought.
Okay. So I mean, I came upon that, I mean, at 57. I thought to myself, I'm going to be in the process. Recently, I texted someone, and in response, not response, I guess it was a response to a question, I text, I'm in the process. And I kind of just left, I did not get into it like you and I are getting into it. And by being in the process, I'm being in the moment, I'm being present.
You know what I like about metacognition and the process like you talk about? It slows everything down.
Okay. So why slow it down?
Well, there's more life to enjoy. See, let's talk about the opposite of slowing down. The opposite of slowing down is getting into habits where we just do stuff routinely, automatically. We don't think about it. We just do it because we're just used to it. And time just goes so fast when that happens. For me, when I'm in a habit of doing something, time just takes off. So if I could slow that down, if I can be more intentional, heck yeah, that's more life for me. I like that.
Okay, you need to do your taxes, or you pay somebody to do your taxes. That right. I mean, I've got to do this chore today. I've got to do this thing today. I've got to get out of bed today. I mean, these are things that are routine and we have to do. Now, my routine was 6 days a week. I did 1-minute handstands. And I mean, the way I looked at it was I'm going to feel this. I'm going to feel what it's like to be human and just like suck it all in. If it hurts, my knee hurts, my knee hurts. I'm going to feel it to experience this thing. And I don't want to get grandiose, but this thing called life as much as I can.
Yes. And I would not characterize that as a habit then. because you're actually determined and intentional on experiencing it. The habits are those things that just happen routinely that we don't experience. We choose not to experience it. We just want to get it over with. Combing our hair, brushing our teeth, all the mundane stuff. What if we can feel every bristle? What if we just what if we take time every second and we move each second forward, right? We fire each neuron in our brain on purpose, not just let things just happen to us. I mean, that's what I'm talking about. How much can we slow time down? Can we stop time? You know, if we can stop time and actually hold a moment in our hands, think about how powerful that would be. We would never age.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what would happen there. That would probably blow everything up, but that's okay.
I'm
That's probably a paradox. Josh.
Odd Places going?
Viral.